Live from WTVO 17 and your home team. Eyewitness News at 6 starts now.
A local fire department gives us an exclusive look of what training looks like. The chief says this type of hands-on practice with actual flames isn't easy to come by. Plus, working at the car wash today helped fundraise money for a local pantry. Volunteers hope they raise more money than they did at last year's event. A local teen's wish is granted through Make-A-Wish, how the community came up to show their support as the teen battles an aggressive form of cancer. Good evening, I'm Alexis Carpello. An old house set to be demolished becomes a useful tool in a local fire department's training. They gave us an exclusive look of what it's like for firefighters to practice battling against real flames. Ari Bruckman was there today, and then they tell you having a real blaze is the best way to train.
Yeah, Alexis, recreating a house fire 911 call really isn't easy, but one local fire chief tells me today's training was as close as it can get.
From 2193. Go ahead.
After receiving a permit from the state, the North Boone Fire Department used an old house for fire training this weekend. The owner of the house said it was going to be knocked down and offered it to the fire department. Fire Chief Dan Zachert tells me this type of training helps firefighters prepare to battle real blazes.
This is as realistic as we can get it. Going into a burn tower is great, but nothing changes inside. Watching videos, that's good too, but nothing beats the real deal, and this is the real deal.
North Boone was one of 4 fire districts to use the old house and train together. Zachert tells me the training focused on creating a real house fire call using inflatable dummies, intense smoke, and air tanks.
Today we're doing 3 squads going in, attack crew, event crew, and a backup line, and then 1 crew staying out as RIT, that's Rapid Intervention Team. And so this is what we do for real at a house fire. And we're going to do evolution after evolution until everybody's dead tired.
Zachert says it's been challenging to recruit volunteer firefighters to smaller fire departments because of the mandates.
It's a time commitment away from your family. You know, middle of the night going on calls, weekends doing training. It's harder and harder to get people to do it.
With a new 3-year program through the Illinois Fire Service Institute for Young Firefighters launching soon, Zachert remains hopeful with the next generation of firefighters.
This is what small communities need, and we've got a good group of people that are gelling well right now and ready to train.
To learn more on how you can volunteer as a firefighter for your local fire department, visit this story on mystateline.com. Alexis?
All right, thanks, Ari. A Wisconsin teenager is injured after being shot. City of Beloit police say it happened on Hemlock Street near Eclipse Boulevard around 8 Friday night. A 16-year-old male arrived to a local hospital with injuries from the shooting. Authorities ask anyone with information to call them. Over 2,900 additional Illinois residents test positive for COVID-19, including 25 more people dying from the virus. The state's rolling positivity rate sits just above 4%. Hospitals have checked in over 2,000 patients battling COVID-19, with 234 of them using ventilators. Now, Region 1's rate dropped slightly above 6%. Nearly 130 residents are checked into Region 1 hospitals with COVID. Taking a look at the county's rates, Boone is sitting the highest, slightly over 9%. Lee County the lowest, under 2%. Stevenson County went up nearly to 5%, and Winnebago sits at 7.6%. 8.7 million doses of the vaccine have been administered statewide as of Friday night. Yesterday, over 125,000 people rolled up their sleeves for a dose. The weekly rolling average of vaccines administered is more than 113,000. And as the CDC lifts the recommended pause on the Johnson & Johnson vaccine, our Washington correspondent Basil John reports on what went into the decision to resume the vaccine, as he's keeping you connected to the nation's capital.
Good evening. While the small risk for blood clots could deter people from getting the Johnson & Johnson vaccine, the FDA and the CDC says it is okay to get the shot.
Now, this is not a decision the agencies reached lightly.
After 11 days, the FDA and the CDC say the Johnson & Johnson Janssen vaccine is once again a recommended option for those seeking a vaccine.
We're confident that the Janssen COVID-19 vaccine meets our robust standards for safety, effectiveness, and quality.
The federal agencies recommended the pause after 6 cases of a rare blood clotting disorder out of nearly 8 million vaccines. But after further investigation,
both agencies have full confidence that this vaccine's known and potential benefits outweigh its known and potential risks.
However, those who get the vaccine will also get a warning about the risk of the side effect, especially for women under age 60. The CDC says federal and state health officials should fully utilize the single-dose vaccine, which is easier than others to ship and store.
I do think that there's plenty of people who are interested in the J&J vaccine, if just for convenience.
CDC Director Dr. Rochelle Walensky says despite an increasing supply of vaccines, officials have seen a drop in the daily number of doses administered.
We will continue to increase accessibility and make it easier and easier for Americans to get a shot.
White House COVID response lead coordinator Jeffrey Zients says federal health officials plan to ramp up efforts to encourage every American to get a vaccine as soon as possible. Reporting in Washington, I'm Basil John.
Now, the Winnebago County Health Department tells us they will start administering them again. Local health officials ask that you register for the dose, and you can find that link at mystateline.com. Now, today, pro-life activists host a rally against a proposed February 2021 House bill. Activists held signs near the intersection of Riverside and Mulford Road. Their efforts are in defense of the Illinois' Parental Notice of Abortion Act. A new House bill to repeal the 1995 Act could mean minors would no longer need to notify a parent before getting an abortion. The current act requires a 48-hour notice to guardians. Those at the rally say this shouldn't be changed.
Parents need to be informed if their child is getting any sort of other medical procedure. So even if you were to say that abortion is just a medical procedure and does not involve the life of another, which we don't believe, even if you were to say that, then we still want parents to be notified of this.
Rockford Family Initiative organized the rally. The bill was introduced into the Illinois legislature and is currently in committee. Residents getting a car wash today helped support a local pantry. Those in need of getting the salt and dirt off of their cars from the past winter were able to do that and help the Rock River Valley Pantry. Rockford area car shows and cruises hosted the car wash at Midwest Detailing in Loves Park. Car washes cost $10, with the proceeds benefiting the Rock River Valley Pantry. Volunteers say raising money for the pantry is even more important this year.
It really means a lot. We did an event last year that was similar to it, so this year we're trying to raise a little bit more money than we did last year.
About 50 cars showed up to the car wash. A local teen who's battling a form of cancer gets his wish granted. Local police departments help escort him on the shopping spree of his dreams.
And temperatures are right around normal today, reaching lower to middle 60s. We do have 70s and even 80s in the forecast, but with the warm up comes a chance for some thunderstorms. I'll have all the details coming up for you in the first warn forecast. Stay with us.
You're watching Eyewitness News, your home team, with Alexis Carpello, David Greenberg, and meteorologist Kevin Doom.
Community members come together to make a local teen's wish come true. 17-year-old Ruger Taylor from Stillman Valley is battling Hodgkin's lymphoma. The Make-A-Wish organization partnered with multiple state-line police departments and Vets Roll to honor Taylor's wish of a shopping spree. He was escorted to different stores with a parade of people following after him. Taylor shares that he loves the military and hopes to join one day.
For military, I think about going into horizontal construction engineering to kind of get a little service in, but help calm mom down by not having a direct combat unit.
Taylor also tells us his cancer is now in remission. He says he's looking forward to following his military goals. Coming up later in sports, a local powerhouse high school football team wrapped up their season in unbelievable fashion. David has all the highlights. Plus, the state line could hit 80 degrees next week. Kevin will tell you more in his full first warn weather forecast next. You're watching Eyewitness News at 6.
Now your first warm weather forecast with meteorologist Kevin Doom.
A mostly cloudy day here in the state line led to a few showers, which are just starting to move out of the area now. These were some scattered showers that moved through just over the past couple of hours, now just starting to move off to our east. These showers did form along a cold front, which is currently moving through the state line. Now behind it sits a decent amount of cold air, but this air is also very dry. In fact, areas just out to our west are already seeing lots of sunshine, including over the Park Hills Golf Course in Freeport, where they're seeing clear skies right now. But you can see just by that flag waving there, the winds have really picked up behind this cold front as well. So temperatures today were pretty seasonable, lower to middle 60s, but now areas well out to our west where that cold front has actually passed over, they're starting to tap into some of that colder air. So it's still at 64 here in Rockford, but it's down to 57 in Monroe, 53 currently out in Galena. So our temperatures will be cooling off here fairly quickly through the rest of the evening. And as we saw and as we mentioned, winds are also really picking up behind this front as well. Sustained wind speeds around 15 to 20 miles an hour in areas just out to our west. Winds will be picking up for the rest of us as well as that cold front continues to move on through the state line. Now, as this cold air continues to feed into the area, temperatures will likely be dropping to around freezing tonight, and that led to a frost advisory being issued for Stevenson, Joe Davis, Carroll, and Whiteside counties. Just want to make sure you take care of any sensitive plants heading into tonight. It'll also lead to a noticeably colder day tomorrow. Temperatures only getting into the lower 50s. You can see we warm up very quickly, though, over the first couple of days of this next work week, getting to the lower 80s likely on Tuesday, but then temperatures fall back down into the 60s for Wednesday and Thursday. And when we do see a big drop in temperature like this between 2 days, that's likely because a storm system is rolling on through. So let's talk about our next chances for some rain. Now, through the night, we're not going to see any more rain. In fact, we're going to continue to see clouds clear up through the night, so nothing more than just a partly cloudy to even mostly clear skies overnight tonight and into tomorrow. Through about the first half of tomorrow, we'll see some partly cloudy skies before more clouds fill in for the latter part of the afternoon and into the evening. That's going to lead to just a slight chance for a few very brief passing showers heading into tomorrow afternoon and evening. And then cloud cover will likely stick around through most of the night, but then clear out through the day on Monday, which will lead to a decent amount of sunshine on Monday as temperatures, as we saw, getting back up into the 70s. But our next chance for thunderstorms arrives late Tuesday evening as the storm system is going to be moving on in, bringing us a chance for some showers with possibly some embedded thunderstorms through the evening and through the overnight. Now, the chance for rain and storms will last as we head on into Wednesday. Could possibly even see a few stronger thunderstorms embedded within there through the day on Wednesday as well. And then there is a possibility that we could see a few lingering showers heading on through Thursday. Now tonight, temperatures are going to be dropping down into the lower to middle 30s, giving us a chance for some patchy frost throughout much of the area. And then tomorrow, only warming up to the lower 50s as we saw. Should see a decent amount of sunshine, at least for the first half of the day, before more clouds roll in. We'll maybe see one or two very light passing showers. And then as we saw, as we head into the early part of the next work week, temperatures warming up, getting as high as the low 80s on Tuesday before cooling down for the middle of the week, but temperatures recover fairly nicely. We should be approaching 70 again by next weekend.
Thanks, Kevin. David Greenberg is in next with sports. Galena Winslow Panthers capped off their season today in a miraculous fashion. Stay tuned for those highlights from this fun finish.
Now, the Napleton Sports Desk with David Greenberg.
In the NUIC, the big game on the docket today took place out in Lena as the Lena Winslow Panthers hosted the Dupec Rivermen. Folks, what a game this turned out to be. Dupec's Hunter Hoffman has dominated the conference up to this point. He helped the Rivermen get on the scoreboard first, dropping back. And boy, this connection has been incredible all season. Hoffman to Gabe Howard on the fly. That's a long one, and it makes it 7-zip Dupec. Here's Lee Wynn from the half-yard line. Ethan Fye bulldozes in for the score to make it 8-7. He left his game with an injury and did not return in the second half. And right before the half, Dupec jumped back on top. It's Howard again coming in motion from the left, finding a crease to make it 14-8 at halftime. In the second half, Dupec goes a little trickery on a direct snap to Trenton Taylor. Some good blocking out in front of him. He darts through up the sideline, and he'll take this for a touchdown to make it 21-8 Dupec. Looked like this one was out of hand halfway through the fourth until Jack Setterstrom does this. Scoops up a blocked punt and returns it for a touchdown. 2-point was good. It was 21-16. A big 3-and-out stop gets the Panthers the ball back for one final drive, and using some magic, they get it inside the 5-yard line. Evan England takes the pitch, gets hit, keeps fighting. His second effort and he gets in, giving Lena Winslow the lead with 12.6 seconds left in the game. The Panthers sideline knows they've won it. They are going nuts, and you can see the agony of defeat on the flip side. Lena Winslow caps off their season with a miraculous come-from-behind 24-21 win.
Start off in the huddle, Coach Benson had this confidence in him. He said, we're running 5:27. He's like, we're giving you the ball. He's like, out of bounds or score, but he said we're scoring this play. Got hit by the first guy, spun off it, knew I couldn't get out of bounds, so I had to get in. So 3 or 4 guys came and my line kept pushing me, got in, saw the hands go up, and it was a great feeling.
We've had devastating injury after devastating injury all year long, and for these seniors just to hang in there, they've worked their butt off for 4 years. They weren't very good when they came into high school, but they're going out conference champions.
This was another great finish to it. North Boone, Logan Emanuel suited up for his final game as a Viking against Dixon. Late in the first quarter, Emanuel drops back and fires deep. He has a man, that's James Lynn open. It's a 42-yard touchdown. Emanuel's third TD pass of the quarter. Dixon came back with a couple touchdown passes after that. Jacob Gaithier connects with Hunter Gert. Dixon then led at 27-20. A big play by North Boone here in the third. Chris Dutch takes the pitch. He cuts back, and this freshman schools the Dukes with a 36-yard touchdown run. 17 seconds left to play now. The game was tied. Emanuel rolls out, throws for the end zone. Isaac Ortiz has it for the game-winning touchdown. Emanuel threw for 5 touchdown passes in all. North Boone beats Dixon 40-33. The Vikings finished the season undefeated at 4-0. A couple other area games. Stillman Valley took it to Oregon, winning that one 38-6, and Orangeville beat Milledgeville 26-8. And the final game of the high school football season will take place tonight from Rockford Christian as the Ackwood Bulldogs look to cap off a perfect season. Kickoff from that at 7 p.m. Make sure to come back tonight. I'll have those highlights for you. At Belvedere North, the Nick 10 Volleyball Championship was up for grabs. Belvedere North needed to get by Hononegah to win the championship for the 5th straight year. First set, middle blocker Ella Jensen delivers the kill for Hononegah. Belvedere North then goes for the kill, but Jillian DePaul is there for the block. Hononegah took the first set 26-24. Second set went to North. Grace Betke gets the kill. Third set was tight. Emma Schrader hammers it up for the point for the Indians. But Rachel Scott will deliver the knockout blow for North. Belvedere North wins 24-26, 25-15, 25-22. North's 5th straight conference championship. How about the finishes from these games today? We'll be right back.
Just look at our first Warn Interactive Radar, sponsored by Rockford Auto Glass and More. Had a few light showers move through just a couple of hours ago. Those are starting to inch out of the area. Now we're actually starting to see some sunshine make its way in as some drier air is working its way into the area from the west. That'll continue to clear up our cloud cover as we head on through the overnight hours of tonight. Spilling into a partly cloudy day tomorrow. A little bit more cloud cover for the latter half of the day. Just a slight chance for a few passing showers. Significantly colder as well, only reaching the lower 50s tomorrow, but we're up into the 70s Monday. 80s likely on Tuesday, but a storm system moving out through going to bring us a chance for some midweek showers and thunderstorms.
Well, thanks for making us your home team. We'll see you at 10.